have these three wonderful guests who are new to the Scholarship Solutions family. Can you guys just say hello and kind of introduce yourselves? Let's go ahead and start with Miss Robin, and then we'll work our way through. So we'll do the ladies first and then the gentleman. Go ahead, Miss Robin. We are so proud of your beauty. She worked so hard to get into that school.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
True.
It was her #1 college and so well deserved. So thank you so much, Miss Robin. We're going to go ahead with Miss Tandy.
Yes. Hello, my name is Tandy Martin Bernal. I've got a senior at Las Vegas Academy. He has been accepted to his number probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know.
Get a little bit closer to the radio for me.
He's been accepted to
yes.
several colleges. So, can he go is not the question. It is how are we going to pay for him to go?
Right.
Yes.
Which one? Because now we
one?
just
Which
heard,
one?
right? We just heard from the house.
Yes.
So this week he got accepted to Morehouse on top of all the other colleges, including Cal Arts, you all know, which is an amazing, demanding school. We're so proud of Mr.
I am very proud.
You should be very proud of him. Okay, Phil, it's your turn.
Good morning. My name's Phil Wakefield. Met Rhea here a few months back. Found out that my son's graduating was not going to happen.
Oh.
And that was a shock to me. So
Right.
Rhea has been very helpful in getting him graduated and hopefully getting some scholarships. He'll be attending UNLV. He's a senior this year. He's already been accepted.
Yep.
Excellent.
And he's not only is he going to graduate, if everything works out, he'll get the Millennium Scholarship too.
Yes.
Excellent. So I'm just going to interject here for a second. This is Racquel. Rocking the Scholarship Doctors Partnership. Anyway, so these people we have on the radio today, listening land, because I get this question so much. Is it too late for my kid? Is it too early for my kid? Is it, all of these things? My kid is a senior, my kid is a junior, my kid is in graduate studies, they want to be a doctor. Can they still be a part of the Scholarship Solutions family? And hopefully today we're going to be able to answer that as a yes, an absolute yes.
Absolutely.
And the people that we have on the radio show today have actually gotten started in less than 6 months.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think everyone's been since January at least, if not February, right? So just within a few months. And like Mr. Wakefield mentioned, amazingly, we were able to get this amazing child, brilliant son of yours, from non-graduation to graduation to scholarships, and it's just the sky is absolutely the limit. So we're so proud of him and so excited for him and so excited for all of our scholars. So excellent work. Yes, thank you. It's been a short period of time, and we get that question all the time. Am I too late? At Scholarship Solutions, you're never too early.
Right.
Never too early, y'all. But you are absolutely never too late. It is never, ever, 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 ever too late. Do you guys feel that way, Tandy and Phil? Same thing with you, Miss Robin. Can you guys chime in? Do you feel like you could ever start too late? Can you ever start too early?
Well, definitely I started late. We had a long road ahead of us, and these 4 short months.
Yeah.
And definitely if we could have started earlier, it would have been a little bit easier. But we just wanted to make it interesting, I guess.
It has been interesting.
That's one thing for sure. Early mornings and late nights. But it all works. It's all working out, so that's good.
Tandy?
So we too started. I didn't know that we were late. I thought I was ahead of the game with applying to colleges when those applications opened earlier this academic year.
Right.
But my son changed his mind about things.
Which happens.
Absolutely happens.
So we started sort of early, but then we started over late.
Right.
And then in terms of scholarships, we definitely got started late. And SATs and ACTs, again,
Yes.
I thought that the guidance that I had available to me was sufficient. But when we joined forces with Scholarship Solutions, there was a lot of education to myself and to my son about what needed to happen. And while it would have been better if that had happened for us earlier in this process, yes, I have consistently gotten that message that it is not too late.
Well, that's good to hear. And Miss Robin, over in New York, I get this question a lot. Not only is it too late for my student or my child or whatnot, but do you do it outside the U.S.? So, and then,
all the time.
And it's kind of funny because I know you don't know anything about Vegas, but we have Summerlin, we have North Las Vegas, and we have Henderson. And people are like, well, I live all the way in Henderson. Do I have to come all the way to Summerlin? I say, well, it's a thing called Zoom because we don't go all the way to New York. Right. So can you speak about that for us, please?
Actually, I'm just getting messages from Miss Robin. She's having some kind of weird technical difficulties. Brian, she's saying it's her phone, so it's not us. It's somehow that the system has gotten cut off. But yeah, thankfully we wanted to include her because we get that question all the time. Miss Racquel, you're right. Do you help people outside of Vegas? Do you help people outside of Nevada?
Yeah.
Do you help people outside of the U.S.? And the question to that is yes, yes,
and yes.
We do that all the time. We have opportunities for scholars who are outside of the Valley. So let's go ahead and give the phone number if you all have questions for Tandi. If you have questions for Phil, it's 702-647-3688. If you have questions for Racquel and I, 702-647-3688. You can be sure to give us a call there. You can also reach us in our office. We know sometimes people are a little bit shy, 702-623-9500. So let's get back to some of these questions. Can you tell us, how did you learn about Scholarship Solutions? And either of you can just jump in. Is she back on? Okay. Oh, hi, Robin. You look like, oh, thank you. No, you're fine. Modern technology, we get it. So Kel was asking you a question. Do you remember?
Yeah, so I was just asking you if you can speak to the fact that people ask us all the time, do we do this outside the U.S., and how your experience, not outside the U.S., sorry, outside of Nevada, Las Vegas in particular. So if you could just speak to how your experience has been with that side.
Sure. I think you were directing that at me because I'm in New York. I'm definitely outside of Nevada. And yeah, it's been really great. So I would recommend for anyone who's interested in working with Scholarship Solutions, even if you're not in the state, it's been really seamless for my daughter and me. We've had Zoom conferences where we're literally able to see both Rhea and Racquel, and we've been doing email. We've got emails flying back and forth between the Zoom conferences where we literally see each other and the emails. It's worked out really seamlessly.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad. And even Tandi, her and her son say that they don't live far, but they really do live in Boone. So you have to pack a lunch
and
to
so
go there.
Phil.
But even with her, her son gets off kind of late in the evenings, and so we're on Zoom or on the phone or on video chat or FaceTime. Technology is amazing. Just trying to get those last minute deadlines going on.
Absolutely. I think it's thank you so much for the compliment, and I hope you all feel the same way, Phil and Tandi, that we are available. We have tons of clients, but I think maybe Tandi, you said it best at one time, and I don't know if you remember what you told Miss Racquel. Can you tell the listening audience what you talked to her about at one time?
Yeah, so when I was making the decision, if we wanted to use Scholarship Solutions to help us, I asked for references because I do like to do my homework.
Appreciate that.
So everyone I called, and I think there were 4 people, everyone I called sang the praises of Scholarship Solutions, and they had one commonality, and that was oh, we know their mom or another from the church.
Right.
I don't know their mother. I don't know their church. I don't go to their church.
That's great.
So, but I felt comfortable. I felt like I knew very early on that I was going to make this decision.
Yeah.
Then I made the decision, but just because of who I am and how I make decisions, I kind of forced myself to go back and check the references.
Yeah.
But what I explained to Racquel is that everyone that I spoke to had a personal connection to you before they had a professional connection to you.
True.
Which gave me pause. But I have my first connection is a professional connection, so that I'm not connected to the family or the church. It's just that professionally you all have done what you said you would do and continue to do that.
Yeah, that's
We
awesome.
appreciate that.
And so we do have a staff, and if you're trying to call right now, you're gonna get Joshua, who is taking our phone calls right now. But if you call the radio show, of course, you're gonna hear us. But if you choose to call into the office, and so, but two of us that work full time, pretty much
Absolutely.
24 hours a day, and
Yeah.
so Miss Tandy said when she first got started with us, she made this comment that says, you would think that there was an army behind it because the emails just fly, and it kind of reminded me of that when Ms. Robin just said there's lots of emails going back and forth.
Yes.
There are. And Zoom has been, I am an in-person person. When you invited me, you're like, oh, you can call in on the phone. I'm like, no. I like to do things in person. So I wasn't all that excited about Zoom when you first told me about it.
I remember.
But Zoom has been great. It has been convenient. It feels just as connected as an in-person meeting.
Awesome.
Thank you. And we work on that. We work on that really hard, and we've done that. I think that even, Robin, I'm speaking to you now, that Meredith has been able to be able to do that and feel comfortable speaking with us herself. And listening audience, Meredith is Robin's beautiful daughter.
Yes.
And such a sweetheart. And
My daughter is 26. She just had a birthday. She
Oh,
graduated
happy
from
birthday.
college 3 years ago.
yes.
And she was planning on applying to Simmons College School of Social Work. And after working with Scholarship Solutions, you guys really encouraged her to go ahead and apply because she wasn't sure.
Right.
And that provided an impetus for her that was really life-altering because she was accepted. You helped her extensively with her application. It went through about 10 drafts.
Yes.
If not more. So I really appreciated the kind of scrutiny that you gave her work, and it just worked out for her. So we're just looking forward now to maximizing those scholarship dollars.
Yes,
right.
Yes,
That's the next
scholarship
step.
dollars
And
are
she's-
hugely important.
And what I love is that her confidence, I think, has just boosted. And she's so interested. She already was, but she was so shy about it. And now it's just this determination to continue on. And so, Phil, tell me about that with you all's experience, because I know Brayton, we had to have some buy-in, but he has
Yes.
buy-in. And so what do you feel about him in regard to this entire process and how he's been able to, come along?
It's been a tough road, definitely. My son just was not motivated with school, but I think with what we've gone through in the past 4 months,
Yeah.
and he's seen the success that we've had.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's actually boosted his motivation, I think.
Oh,
sure.
cool,
So,
cool.
It's just been a very good experience for us.
Well, that's
I have to
awesome.
say
And-
this too, Ms. Racquel.
Yes.
So I get this text message asking for my address, and I'm like, what? He's like, we want to deliver some goodies. I got this gargantuous platter of cookies saying, not just cookies, gourmet white chocolate, something with the side. I was like, oh, I know Miss Robin. I was just like, oh my gosh. It was all decorated
crying.
Facebook. I haven't put it on there, but he was just like, oh, see, I'm going to cry. I'm trying not to cry, but it's been a little bit of a toll, and we love all of our scholars.
Right.
And we celebrate their victories, but I can tell you that probably Brayton has been my toughest little cookie. Yeah. So he's probably been my toughest. And I just love him to life, but he was a little bit of a tough little nut to crack, but we got through it, and now just seeing him blossom and knowing all the possibilities and the capabilities. Brian, can we give him a hand for that? We already got our graduate coming.
Yeah, it's been amazing just as the outsider looking into this process, especially with Braden, just the fact that in January, actually, and it wasn't the 1st of January, it was mid to the end of January, Martin Luther King's weekend. I remember you guys won the free consultation.
Yeah, that's right.
And I remember that until now, literally the 1st of May, in that time, going from not sure if he was going to even graduate to actually being on scholarship and being accepted to college. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty awesome. I think it's very cool.
And I think, listeners, if you can tell, what we're so excited about is that at Scholarship Solutions, we work as a team. And you see, these are parents who are here, who are invested in their children. Mm-hmm. Even though Miss Robin has a very adult daughter, she is right there, gun-ho, in the trenches, supporting her child. If you are that parent, if you're saying, I need help, I need assistance, Scholarship Solutions is here. I think that everyone can attest to that. But it is a family effort, because we all have, Phil and I have been to the counselor's office multiple times. Tandy and Caleb are very, very proactive and just really is kind of almost this, can you just check on all the stuff we've already done that's marvelous and fabulous? And Robin, I love how you are, you're there, you're standoffish enough that your daughter, I felt, didn't feel smothered, but just the support that she needed to continue on.
I mean, as you know, I was only in the first Zoom conference, but not any of the subsequent ones. Right. I want her to really own this process. Yes. And she is an adult, and absolutely, I just want to be the support for her. I don't want to be the one driving it.
Right. Important.
Yeah, I think, Tanya, you can talk to that a little bit. Yeah, that's what
I'm ready to say. Tanya, you can speak about that. And I just want to say, before you speak on it, very impressively, actually, Caleb is such a man of character. Yes. And he's going to go far in this world with just that alone. And then you just build upon that foundation. And I work personally with Tandy and Caleb very, very closely, texting every single 5 seconds, because it's college acceptance time and yelling and screaming when we get into one of our schools. But yeah, talk about your experience with letting him, as just turning 18, kind of own this process, and how it's been for you, the response.
Well, prior to joining forces with Scholarship Solutions, I had a conversation with Caleb, and I asked you to as well. When we met with him, I wanted him to be a part of the consultation, part of the decision-making process, because he is talented and intelligent. Yes. And he is stubborn. Mr.
Wakefield, if you can't see it, Miss Robin, you can't see it, but he's shaking his head. Like, I understand.
And I did ask Caleb if he was sure he wanted to go into the career choice or if he wanted to be an attorney. Yes. I don't know if he's choosing the right field here.
A woman who did not even know him at the award ceremony we went to on this past Saturday. Okay. All he did was introduce himself and the school that he attends, and when we were leaving, she says, I think he should be an attorney.
I feel that's going to be on the horizon for sure.
Yeah, I'm pulling for some sort of social activism, advocacy.
I love it.
So Caleb can be difficult for me because he is so strong-willed, and sometimes I just need him to do what I tell you to do.
Right. I question it.
But Scholarship Solutions has been so helpful to me in sometimes getting across the message that I need Caleb to get. But it's not that you all are just drilling into his head what I'm telling him to do. Right. It's a conversation during which he may come to the realization that this is a better choice. but also during which he is encouraged to make his own choices, to understand the consequences of those choices, to understand what it means to choose this college over this college, or being realistic about what we can afford and what our options are.
Yes.
Right.
He's got their logo for their senior shirt is senioritis, which I don't know if the senioritis came before the shirt or he got the shirt and then he decided he could have senioritis, because that is kicked in. But I feel like I have mommyitis. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need help. Like I just felt overwhelmed. And you, Racquel and Dr. Rhea, you all have absolutely been that for me. Just I think last week I don't know who I texted and said, can somebody please give Caleb a pep talk? Like, he is down, he is overwhelmed, and then right the day after that, he like blasted out a few scholarships, and I'm like, yes. So very quickly, you all have really become a part of the village, and it feels very natural, even though it's not a long-standing relationship. It feels very natural, and it's not just the editing. Yeah. Although that is helpful, the calling colleges, the advocating, the negotiating for financial aid, all of that is helpful. But part of it is those intangible things, or things that can't be counted, like just support, just encouragement, just somebody who understands what a parent is going through, but also what a child is going through. Because as parents, and you may have experienced this too, we sometimes just see what our kids are not doing. Oh my gosh, he's not graduating, or oh my gosh, he's got a D in math, but you all see what they do, and for me, it's reminded me to celebrate him. Like, I'm used to his awesomeness. So for him to get these awards and scholarships, the acceptances and the scholarships that he's received is I need to make a big deal about it instead of just, you have to do this. I know you did that, that's great, but you also have to do this.
Thank you for that. So we have 1 minute. So yes, in the one, I tell you guys, it goes so fast. I know, like Phil just looking like, really? Like now we have 30 seconds, and Brian's looking at me like, you have 20. You have 10, actually. He always, I think, gives me like 30-second buffer. But anyway, Phil, anything that you want to end with before we go?
I'd just like to say it was a very good experience. It truly it came out of nowhere. I was thinking it one day and met you at the Urban Chamber of Commerce. That's right. And it was It was very strange. I was like, who's this lady talking to me? But it was on my mind because my son's wants to go to college, and it's been truly a good experience.
Awesome.
We've turned it around. And it's just
turned it around. Like, he got a 27 on the ACT, raised his GPA by a full point, turned it around. Can I tell you guys? Yes, and so I have no time left, you guys. I was going to say, Robin, if you could say something real but we have to go. FCC, we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Scholarship Solutions.
You're welcome, Robin. Miss Racquel, I'm sorry. Bye, you guys. Okay, I know you got to turn us off. I know. Right, sorry.
Bye, Robin. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian, for the extra 30 seconds. Bye, listening audience. We love you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye. Sorry, y'all. It goes by so fast. It goes by so fast.
They should have given us an extra 2 minutes.